because a lot of it just comes from how strong is each of their punish games, right? Because in the end, how much can you really do against a ferret, weasel, tanuki thing?
Pirate.
Who knows what Maypul is? Pirate, yes. A watcher. How much can you do against them when they run at you at 1 billion miles an hour? But on the other side, how much can you run 1 billion miles an hour into a lion that's on fire?
I mean, as far as Rivals 2 power scaling goes, Zetterburn's definitely got the infinity +1 game going here. It's all going to be all about that punish game, which Nicefire has shown to have in spades in that last set. Expecting a similar performance here. And it's going to be up to Astra to stay off the back foot and get some good edge guards going. Forward tilt, like their life depends on it.
Yeah, and honestly, against Zetterburn, it very much could be, but this time around, going to be opting for not the Pirate Maypul, but the Thief Maypul.
Hoping to steal a set here as we get started on. No.
Hold on, someone forgot to turn on turning mode. And one thing I will say that's pretty funny. So a lot of the times people will turn off shadows on, rival streams because the shadows are relatively CPU intensive, right? You don't really want to have to deal with that in terms of frame stuttering and, your gameplay suffering, etc., etc. Vampire Zetterburn does that for you. Zetterburn does not have a shadow, just as optimal. Vampires don't. It's pretty good.
Well, I'm surprised that, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that, Zetter would opt into going here, but, I mean, because Maypul's always going to pick the stage if it's open. But it's still pretty dang good for most of the cast as well.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, though, it's your standard tri-plat start, but it's far from your standard start for the Zetter Maypul matchup here, as Astra, once again, able to get the Zetter off stage, is going to continue these F-tilts.
It's all about the forward tilts, and on this is much more of a Yoshi's than the Dreamland as far as tri-plats go. It is very small relative to the size of the characters. So, it's actually quite aggro. I don't consider this to be a neutral stage at all. This is in the same vein as Forest and Tempest to me. And it's really showing with Astra getting off to a crazy start, hitting every upper in the world into multiple edge guards here.
Yeah, but drops the ledge at not quite the right timing necessary, but right now Astra going to be able to be a little bit more active off stage than what we saw in the last set there. And all of a sudden, Mr. Nicefire in a bit of trouble here. Almost going down once again.
Needed that bear up strong for sure. About as true as a true combo gets for this game. This could be it though. We're looking at the combo here.
Speaking of true combos.
Oh yeah. Through Tether, all things are possible.
Oh yeah, I mean, Tether Fair itself is honestly so much better in this particular game. I know a lot of the times people often opt for the up air into Tether double fair. It's just so much more consistent in this game than a lot of the other Tether options.
Yeah, no pinball wizard to be had here, really.
Yeah, no wizardry going to be had just yet, but at the very least, the vampire slaying is continuing.
Good text. Does manage to basically recover there, but took a lot of percent in the process.
And just like that, Astra just going to continue with this onslaught. Forward air.
That's super it, yeah. Really good stuff. There's just no room to breathe at all from Zetterburn.
Yeah, no forward air needed. Instead, just going to be a nair into yet another Tether nair. And just like that, Astra showing off just how powerful the Maypul can really be.
Alright, well, definitely going to need a bit of an adjustment period for Mr. Nicefire here. Definitely a much more overwhelming offense than he had to deal with in his last set, so see what we can't cook up for game 2. Not going back to Dojo, I would wager.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't think you go back to Dojo. Instead, is going to be Tempest, a very, very different stage in terms of how it has to play out. In this kind of a stage, you know, you get so many opportunities to send your opponent off stage on repeat, but I'm not sure if this is the play for No More Mr. Nicefire, because we haven't really seen so much of their edge guarding.
Oh, his tag is Icefire. That makes a lot more sense.
Ah, the American version. All right, but either way, regardless of where you're from or what you're doing, the aim of the game is the same. It is kill your opponent before they kill you. And right now, No More Mr. Nicefire doing a much better job in this game than we saw in the last one, but still not going to be able to seal out that stock just yet.
Forward air.
Commentator curse.
Oh, no. Classic Maypul to run to the platform, plant the lily through the seed.
All right, and there we go. The Maypul Lily plant works out and pays off so much for Astra.
We could see a return of a Maypul Ditto here if Astra continues to do well, but Icefire not making it easy this game at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, Nicefire with that dare into up strong, going to be able to rack up so much damage. Down throw not going to turn into anything other than up strong. Oh, just barely misses out on that grab, immediately gets punished for it, and there's the offstage
the
position.
Strongest forward strong charge you've ever seen.
Okay, but if it hit, it would absolutely have killed.
Like 3 or 4 times, probably. I would have extended the whole game. I don't care, there's 2 stocks.
Oh, yeah. Like, that F-Strong hits in the next 2 sets.
I'm worried about that F-Strong hitting me right now.
You know, 3D, you know, put on the red and blue glasses.
Yeah, it goes through the camera.
Yeah, but speaking of which, we're getting that down throw, that down strong on camera coming in from Astra, but almost going to be able to get that grab, but who needs a grab when you got a forward air right in your face?
Yeah, Astra gaining some pretty good ground here, and does only take 10% extra credit. Going up 2-0 be pretty important. I think that I would rather go up 2-0 than go 1-1. Speaking with my years of competitive experience, it's usually better.
You see, this is why you're you.
This is why I am getting PayPal $3,000 after this tournament.
Hey, hold on. You're getting paid?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 15 or 15, but I think I can just.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, either way, right now, Astra just struggling to find their way back here, as No More Mr. Nicefire are going to be able to showcase exactly why you picked the stage in the first place. It's all going to be about that edge guarding, but one dash attack could mean the stock.
Many forward tilts are being executed here, going straight up here, and does not hold up to get out of the ups.
Yeah, I mean, was so prepared for it to be a tether nair, but instead, it's going to be the up air straight off the top. Welcome back, Maypul 50/50s. But right now, it seems that it's all looking to be Astra on the winning side of that coin.
I mean, that stage was not too bad for Icefire. Could see a return. Aha!
All right. So, I mean, honestly, I love the idea of this salty run back. I love the idea of salty run backs in general. I'm of the major opinion that you always salty run back, and because you have to believe in your counter hits, right? If you don't win on the salty run back, you never should have picked that counter pick in the first place.
Yeah, what you should do is go back in time and try every stage until you win.
Exactly. But right now, you know, Astra looking to go back in time and repeat history, but...
Oh, definitely want to go back in time after that one, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. You know, get that Echo Chrono Break coming in, but right now, the only League of Legends we're seeing on screen is suffering.
Action.
Is suffering. Okay, but right now we're seeing no more Mr. Nicefire, a lot more control in this game. You know, in the last game, it was so much in Astra's favor. But in the meantime, once again, off stage for the Maypul. Throw up strong.
Real good pace so far. Just needs to stay away from that forward tilt.
Oh wow, it just barely runs out of the fire at that point. So the Consume not going to be on deck just yet.
I would like to see a bit more of a fire carpet game from Nicefire here, especially in these type of situations where all you're doing is waiting.
Yeah, just let's go the ledge a little bit too quickly. I mean, if you're not going to have those ledge hogs exactly where you want them, you want to at the very least get that free 7% damage, but bro, not going to do it? No, never mind.
Yeah.
Actually going to take it.
I mean, I would hope at the end of a small stage at 150 does seem to barely do it, but somehow it is still as stock. I mean, Lily on this stage, there's not, I mean, you can call it Lily in the corner, but it's basically center with how tiny this one is.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's just so little room to run away from your opponent. And we can see that paying off dividends here. Mr. Icefire almost going to be able to get a very cheeky option out of that up B, but instead it's going to be off stage. One forward air to start things off, and another one to almost end it.
Oh, goes for it all with these down strongs. Can't seem to find anything definitive though. We are back to neutral even percents on this tiny stage. Rip and a plat drop in air fair, that will take the set.
Yeah, and it took us years and years for definitive to come out for the first game, but we have a very quick definitive 3-0 in this set.